Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something very fun, at least I think it's fun. Okay, so today we're talking about thoughts on playing adult sports, or in my case adult soccer. Not in college, not in professional obviously, just for fun. I have been playing soccer since it's been just over a year that I've been playing again. And I love it. Like, I think it's so fun. There's so many pros to it, but I came up with 5 that I want to talk about. If you're new here, my name is Kiera. I was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer at age, how old was I? 21. And then again at 23. And then I am hitting my 5 years in remission. So that's like my personal cancer's cure date is in November. I guess technically December 4th, but I had my transplant November 17th, and so that's what I call like my transplant birthday. So following cancer, I decided to get a whole bunch of certifications, and I am now a personal trainer, nutritionist, corrective exercise specialist, performance enhancement specialist, and some other ones. So my goal is to help people who have been like through a trial or are just feeling weak and not ready to like come back to exercising, and I try and make that transition a little bit easier and show my real life after cancer and all of that. So that's a lot of disclaimers there on who I am. Okay, so my thoughts on playing sports as an adult, just for fun. Number 1 is it's just a very easy way to get exercise where you can be distracted the whole time from the fact that you're like helping your body. Running is one of those things where I am so in my head about how much I don't like it that it really takes me a lot to do it, and I am doing it for a specific reason to increase like my heart health or my CO2, which, well, it's a very specific thing. And there's so many different sports. You don't have to play soccer like I do. That's just what I grew up playing. But there's things like tennis, pickleball, softball, baseball, football, volleyball, stuff like that. There's so much. Okay, number 2 is that it's a very easy way to make new friends. For example, I play college soccer with one of the girls that happened to also live in the city that I lived in Texas. And so I had reached out to her. She was playing on like a indoor futsal style situation. And so she was the only girl that I knew. So I joined her team and met a lot of different girls there, and that was really fun. And then coming here, I didn't know anyone. So I didn't know anyone when I signed up for this team. Having now played with that team for 10 weeks, I like made friends on that team, and it makes me excited because they know like about other teams that are going on more indoor. We're like excited for the next season to start of outdoor. It's fun and an easy way to make friends where you have something all to talk about, and it's a little intimidating when you first get on the team because, for example, I've had cancer twice. My cardio level is not like at its peak because I will always have my tumor inside of me, probably until I die. And so my lung capacity, I can only breathe in so much, like physically. That made me really nervous on, okay, I'm gonna look like I suck because like I can't like breathe. Sometimes it goes into like a panic slash asthma attack type situation when I'm breathing really hard and sharp, and with soccer that tends to happen a lot. So there is like that anxiety, the social anxiety I guess you could say, but because you're playing an adult sport, most people are out of shape and most people are quote unquote like washed up, or they're just trying the sport for fun for the first time. That kind of goes away because if you make it a normal thing, like, oh, I haven't played soccer, like, I'm not a professional, it's been a hot minute. Just everyone's having those conversations, at least on the teams I played on. So everyone like knows that everybody just needs to sub quite a bit. Okay, number three is it's a great way to relieve stress. If you've like been watching my channel for a while, when I lived in Texas, my husband deployed for a year, and my family doesn't live in Texas. And so I knew when he left that I needed to find something that was just for me, that I could leave the house without my daughter and just do something just for me for fun to get that stress out of my system. And that was like one of the best things that I did for myself and reignited something that I love so much that has literally nothing to do with her. On the really stressful days, I was so excited, or weeks, I was so excited to go to my game because one, kicking a ball, just like ripping it, it releases so much tension, at least in my body. Get like that, I always get serotonin and dopamine mixed up, but whatever one it is, it just fills that cup, you know? So then you can go toward the next week with like refreshed that you did something 100% for you. It's not for anyone else, it's just for like your enjoyment, but at the same time, you're doing exercise, which most people want to do anyways. So it kind of like hits two birds with one stone. Okay, number four is kind of ties in with when my husband was deployed, but even now that he's been home for a little bit, he travels a lot, even now with his job. When he does travel, I don't leave the house by myself, right? Because we don't have the income to have like a nanny. So where I can like go and do errands by myself or stuff like that. It's something where I can have someone come over and I can leave the house with just my cleats, my shin guards, my wallet, my keys. That's like all I need. Just a great way to get out of the house as a stay-at-home parent. I'll speak for myself. I can get very what is cabin fever. That just does not bode well for anybody. It's just a great way to be able to leave the house and get out of your surroundings and just take a breath and like recoup, so that when you go back into your house, that cabin fever has like refreshed. Number five, I think, is one of the most important if you've been married for a long time. I have been married for, we're coming up on 9 years married. That's quite a long time to be married to someone. The conversations have just kind of morphed, as most marriages do, into more of how's our relationship? When is the next bill? When is the next appointment that needs to be done? Or, okay, Tiny needs to go to the dentist, my daughter. The dog needs to be groomed. Can you do that? Like all the life admin things, as well as just like other married things, like, hey, we need to stay better on top of the dishes, or we haven't been vacuuming, can we make that one recipe? All those type of like married conversations that just become mundane, and bringing in a sport and doing something just for yourself brings a whole other talking point and conversation. And it's also something really fun that you can go and do together. Like my husband will come and watch my games when he can, and it's just really fun to talk about how the game went, what the other team was doing, anything that like I did that was funny, or I have tripped many times, I have slipped many times. I mean, it's sports, there's always something going on in every game. And so it brings like a refreshing thing every single week to talk about because every game is different. And it's just really fun to have a different talking point having been married for so long, because conversations get old. It's even a great date idea if you both do the same sport. That again hits even more things in our life, right? Stress relief, exercise, marriage, just like wholesome family activities and stuff like that. So I know a lot of people don't play adult sports, or it's just kind of in the past type of thing, but I hope you give it a thought and really think about maybe joining a team. There's lots of rec teams. It doesn't have to be a very expensive type of sport or team or anything. And or you could just do pickup games. There's so many Facebook groups for different cities on just random pickup games that people play. But yeah, I hope you think about it. It's just a great thing for like overall health, your mindset, relationship, gives you like a break and lets you focus in on yourself. Let me know in the comments what sport you played in high school or college or whatever, because I would love to see if there's any that my husband and I would maybe want to try. I haven't tried a lot of sports, so it might be fun to go and try different ones. We do like pickleball though, so that one, when we meet new people, we're like, hey, let's go play pickleball because it's easy and, well, it can be easy, but that one's not too difficult. But yeah, leave a comment down below just of some different sports that you've played, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up because it really like helps my channel grow. I do this mostly for fun and just any other cancer patients out there that need just a glimmer of hope that even if you're stage 4, um, there can be life after that. I know that I searched for that person and I just could never find them. And so I really want to be that person, hopefully, for someone. So if my channel grows, it grows. If it doesn't, that's fine. um, but if you're listening to this and you also have cancer, I'm sorry. I wish I could like hug you and just tell you to keep fighting so hard and make sure your mindset, you keep that intact and just strive to find grateful things in the trial because that will help you so much more to get through it and you have a better chance at getting through it if your mindset is in a more grateful place as much as you can, which I know is like so hard to do. um, Especially if you're stage 4, but there's been like lots of studies and stuff on different mindsets and how that can help your health. um, so yeah, I'm not saying just like be happy and everything because we all know I have cried so much on this channel. You have to feel all emotions, but at the same time, like grounding yourself back to, I am so grateful that I got to be able to see this today, or I am so grateful for that like beautiful souled nurse that like did this for me today, or the time that she took to like sit down and teach me about this specific chemo. Just stuff like that. And then hopefully later to like come back to the point of what I was talking about, you can be in this spot and playing a sport that you used to play. And yeah, I just hope for the best if you do have cancer, because we know, okay, we know, we've been through it multiple times. So yeah, okay, now at this point I'm just babbling on for 20 minutes. Anyways, go ahead, like the video, subscribe if you want to come like hang out in my corner of the internet, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.